What's up, YouTube? It's Ricky coming back at ya. So today I want to talk about cars and stuff. So in particular, I want to talk about some of these hypercars that are coming out because they're crazy. Some of the concepts that they have for them is just ridiculous. The one in particular that I'm like really fond of is called the Nebula. You know, in all honesty, I think it's gonna be amazing. I think it's gonna be one of those cars that nobody's gonna think is that good until they start driving them, and then the 100 people, or was it 175 people that actually do drive them are gonna be like berserk over them, because they're only gonna make 175, and 25 of those will be specifically just for the track. The other 150 will be for street. And they'll be street legal and stuff like that. But like, I can't even understand how they're like gonna do all this stuff. It's so crazy. So, I mean, if you get the chance, definitely look up what they look like. I'll try to insert a photo somewhere in here, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not that good with all this stuff yet. I'm still learning. But it's the Nebula, and it's being made by Aston Martin and Red Bull, which I think is gonna be really cool. Red Bull is one of the brands that I am very fond of. I think that they go above and beyond with everything that they do. So I'm really excited to go and see what happens, see what they do with it, you know? Just because those cars are ridiculous to even think about. Now to see one, it's supposed to have like was it like 1,000 horsepower, I want to say. Like, this car is going to be great. It's going to be one of those cars that everyone's going to just be like, all over. And I think it's going to be amazing. That's hands down. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm excited to see what it's going to do. You know, it has kind of like the Formula 1 status with it right now. And I mean, you got somebody like Red Bull who has the second most podiums for Formula 1, if I remember correctly, only next to Ferrari, who is, it's Ferrari. But I do think Red Bull will take them when it comes to that stuff, because of how much Red Bull's done in the last handful of years, you know. So it'll be interesting. It'll be very, very interesting to see what comes of this, you know. But I think it's another year until that gets released. The other hypercar that I'm somewhat interested in, because I did look it up and I did look into it a little bit, was the Mercedes AMG hypercar. I think that's how you say it. I think that's right. It looked cool. You know, Mercedes, they're not my favorite car brand, but they are a good one. There's no arguing that. You can't take away from what's really there. They do make some decent cars. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, you know? And I'm excited. I'm excited for all these new hypercar releases, although I probably will not be buying any of them, because I don't just have a couple $1 million laying around just for shows and all. And even if I could, I probably would. Me personally, I'm a favor towards it. I would get a Porsche. If I could have the money for a hypercar, I'm getting a 918 Spider. And be honest, that's what I would get. For me, that's the hypercar choice. That or McLaren P1. Both of those, I would want to test drive them before I bought either one of them, because you gotta test drive your car. So I'd base off my decision off that. But I'm excited. Needless to say, I'm excited. I wish Porsche would release another hypercar right now, but they're not. So that's interesting. But it's going to be a good year for cars. I definitely think it's going to be a good year for cars. If Honda will release their Civic Type R in the States, woo! That'll be exciting. And what else is coming out? Is the Demon coming out this year too? Dodge Demon? It's supposed to one-up the Hellcat, which I don't understand necessarily, because it's like oh, we're going to reduce the weight and everything. And the things that they should do to reduce the weight, they're not doing. And the things that they are doing to reduce the weight, they shouldn't be doing. Like, I'm totally down for having a 2-seater, but a 1-seater? The best part of having cool cars is driving your friends around in them and racing. You gotta have 2 seats. You gotta have 2 seats. So, we'll see. We'll see with all these cars coming out, what's gonna happen. And let me know what you're excited for. I'll review it. Let me know what cars you want to be reviewed. I'll review them. I'm probably gonna do another review later today because I've been meaning to do one. I just been lazy. I have been off my game. I'm so sorry, YouTube. This is my apologies. Alright, I'll catch you later. Stay smiling, YouTube. Stay smiling.